Rich, just give us a sense of your pride tonight, having seen your young team in action.
Yeah, immense pride, because rugby's a tough game, isn't it? And you're looking for guys that want to front up, and I thought we had a red hot crack tonight. Unbelievable, really. Obviously, when you look at the respective teams from a salary cap perspective, what went out there tonight, but we acknowledge that they've got a fair amount of class and international experience in the team. We've got a bunch of guys that a lot of them haven't played since February, March time, and that would be a big ask in any situation, and especially on the debuts, James. So I thought, from start to finish for the full 80, we had 17 players that absolutely gave everything and had a really red hot crack at that game. I thought, there were a difference in class, but there was certainly no difference in effort, desire, determination, resilience, grit, every sort of adjective that you want to describe how the qualities you'd want in a rugby league player. I just thought we got it from start to finish in abundance tonight.
What was the biggest lesson that they'll learn from that experience tonight, do you think?
Well, I think the physical demands of the game and the speed of the game, although, no getting away from it, the rain probably slowed, took a little bit of speed out of the game. But I would say, James, a lot of our younger guys making the debuts would come out of that with a fair amount of confidence. And the coach has as well. I've come away thinking, how well did Liam Tyndall play? How well did Sam Walters play? Jared O'Connor's gone 80 minutes in his first game as a hooker, then as a loose forward. Jack Broadbent, who's playing out of position. Callum McClellan's had to sort of run the team on his own. But I'm also going to pay a little bit of a tribute to our senior guys. I thought Cuthbertson captain in the team, Bodene Thompson, Brett Ferres, just did massive stints and really got stuck into the physical stuff for us too. So, it's difficult for me to single individuals out, because I think my opening sentence to you, well, we had a red hot crack, and we absolutely did. In a way, James, I'm a little bit disappointed there's not more parity on the scoreboard, because I felt, the last couple of tries were a little bit harsh on us. And at the same time, from a physical perspective, mate, we would expect us to fall away a bit at the end, given the preparation that these guys have had for this game.
How special would Liam Tyndall's try have been had he made it?
Yeah, had he made it, or even found an offload. Cuthbert were in support, but he does that in training. Sometimes I'm not sure his brain understands which way his legs are going, and his legs sort of work in a different way to each other. But that's what makes him a dangerous player. He did it more than once, James, tonight. He's very difficult and hard to handle on them runs. He's a tremendous physical specimen as a kid too. For a guy that's only been in with us since we come back off lockdown, he's a very, very good athlete that looks after himself. He's a player that we've got really tremendous hopes for. So really encouraging debut from him. And to be honest, from the majority of our players, James, I thought the debutants were great tonight.
Jack Walker didn't come out for the second half. Is there any concern over Jack?
No concern, mate. We probably got him back in because we wanted to start his return to play. He feels good enough to play. His foot, just started to feel a little bit sore at the end, but that were nothing more than, I wouldn't even say it were precaution. We planned it before the game, James. We just thought it was a great opportunity to get him out there and give him some game time and see how we pulled up. So no, all good on that front.
So finally, from me, you said before the game there might be a couple of spots open for the weekend. Has anyone given you food for thought tonight?
Well, there's a couple of boys that will join the squad later in the week. Cuthbert, obviously, we pulled early from the game, so he'll be in and amongst it. Alex Sutcliffe's another player. Luke Briscoe is another player that'll be in and around those conversations. I'm trying to think of anybody else tonight, but pretty much, mate. There's a 17 players I think that didn't play tonight, and then there's 3 guys in there that will be part of our conversations for team run. But I'm really comfortable. Cuthbert got through the game all right, mate. We'll have a conversation towards team run on Friday and see what the makeup is for Saturday.